"Mama Abir, I'm not ready to have this baby. Is there any way you can help me?" Nana's voice trembled as she looked to her with hope. Mama Abir's eyes, warm but firm, met hers. "My dear," she said gently, "it's too late now. Ending the pregnancy at this stage could be very risky for your health." Nana's heart dropped. She felt lost, unsure of what to do next. Then Mama Abir said something unexpected. "If you really don't want to raise the child, you can find a family who'll take care of it once it's born. Some people would offer support for a healthy child. Once upon a time in a distant village, there lived a girl named Nana. She was known for her beauty, but even more so for her kind heart. Everyone admired her gentle nature and helpful spirit. She was always doing little things that made people smile. Nana's father was a humble farmer who worked hard in the fields, doing his best to feed the family. Her mother sold small goods at the local market, trying to help make ends meet. Though they had little, their home was full of love and laughter. Nana had a small group of close friends. Together, they walked to school every day. Nana was very bright and always paid attention in class. She studied hard, and because of that, she was always the top student. Each week, the head teacher would smile at her and say, "Nana, you're the best in the whole school." Then he would hand her a small reward, a shiny pencil or a little book. Nana felt proud knowing she was making her parents happy. Everyone in the village knew her and had good things to say. "Nana is such a good girl," they'd say. "She's going to do something amazing one day." And Nana would smile, dreaming of a bright and hopeful future. As Nana grew older, she reached her final year of school. That year, she became very close with a girl named Bola. Bola wasn't as clever as Nana, nor was she as kind, but she had a way of doing things differently, sometimes in ways people didn't approve of. Other girls would warn Nana, saying, "Be careful around Bola. She doesn't always make good choices." But Nana didn't listen. She liked Bola and wanted to be her friend. One morning, Nana went to school hungry. There had been no food at home. Her parents couldn't give her anything to eat. She felt weak and sad. But when she got to school, she saw Bola holding 2 plates of food. Bola smiled. "Nana, I brought this for you. I made it just for my best friend." Nana was surprised and very thankful. "Thank you so much, Bola," she said. They sat and ate together. From that moment, their friendship grew even stronger. Nana was grateful that Bola had shared with her when she needed it most. Even though Bola sometimes made questionable choices, Nana stayed true to her own path. She kept studying hard and listening in class. She believed that as long as she remained honest and kind, everything would turn out fine in the end. After school ended, Nana and Bola spent even more time together. They walked through the village, visited the market, and talked about life. Nana noticed that Bola always wore nice clothes and pretty jewelry, things Nana didn't have. One day she asked, "Bola, how do you get all these nice things? Where does the money come from?" Bola smiled and replied, "There's a man named Kunle. He gives me money and gifts." Nana was puzzled. "But why would he do that? What do you do for him?" Bola looked around to make sure no one was listening. Then she whispered, "I spend time with him, and in return he helps me." Nana was stunned. "But what if you get pregnant, Bola? Aren't you worried?" Bola laughed and shook her head. "Don't worry, Nana. I know how to stay safe. Nothing bad will happen." Nana felt uneasy. She had never thought about such things, but Bola made it sound easy. Nana didn't know what to think. Deep inside, she felt unsure, but she didn't want to lose Bola's friendship, so she kept quiet and stayed close, even if it didn't always feel right. One sunny morning, Nana was on her way to Bola's house when she ran into a young man named Bakari. He was handsome and well known in the village. Bakari was a palm wine tapper with a large farm where he made the sweetest palm wine anyone ever tasted. Not only was he hardworking, but he was also kind. As they talked, Bakari smiled at Nana. He liked her kind spirit and beauty. Before they parted ways, Bakari reached into his pocket and took out a small box. Inside was a pair of lovely earrings. He handed them to her and said, "These are for you, Nana. I hope they bring a smile to your face," Bakari said warmly. Nana was surprised and delighted. "Thank you, Bakari. They're so beautiful," she replied, her eyes sparkling with gratitude. From that day on, Nana and Bakari began meeting regularly. They would talk, laugh, and often walk together to his farm. Bakari always made Nana feel special. And soon, she started to look forward to every moment they shared. As time passed, their bond deepened. One quiet afternoon, caught in a wave of emotion, they ended up sleeping together. Nana was overwhelmed by a mix of feelings. She genuinely liked Bakari, but now, uncertainty clouded her heart. Back at home, unaware of what had happened, Nana's parents were busy making plans for her future. They wanted her to learn a useful skill, so they decided to send her to a nearby village called Biku, known for its vibrant market and excellent training centers. They believed it would be a good opportunity for Nana to grow and prepare for life ahead. But only a few weeks after her time with Bakari, Nana noticed something that filled her with dread. She was pregnant. Nervously, she went to Bakari and shared the news, hoping he would support her. But his reaction crushed her. "No, Nana," he said, shaking his head. "That's not my child. I'm not responsible." His words were cold, and without another glance, he turned away. Nana stood there, devastated. The man she had trusted, the one who made her feel seen, had abandoned her at her most vulnerable moment. Now with a baby on the way and no support, Nana didn't know where to turn. Her parents, still unaware, sent her off to Biku village as planned, eager for her to gain a skill and build a better life. Biku was a bustling place, full of energy and opportunity. Nana stayed with a distant aunt who lived near the market. The aunt was kind and welcomed her warmly, but Nana's thoughts were far from training or the future. The weight of the pregnancy consumed her. She wasn't ready to be a mother. She couldn't imagine raising a child alone, especially in a strange village far from home. Desperate, Nana sought out the local midwife, Mama Abir, a woman known for helping young women in trouble. Nana sat before her and explained everything. "Mama, Abir, I'm not ready to have this baby. Is there any way you can help me?" Mama Abir looked at her with gentle yet serious eyes. "My dear," she said softly, "it's too late to end the pregnancy safely. It would be very dangerous for you now." Nana's heart sank. She felt trapped. But then Mama Abir said something unexpected. "If you don't want the baby, you can sell it after it's born. There are people who would pay a lot of money for a healthy child." Nana was stunned. Sell the baby? The thought seemed unthinkable at first, but the more she considered it, the more the idea took root. She wouldn't have to raise the child. She could walk away with money in her hand. Maybe this was the answer. Slowly, she nodded. "Okay, I'll do it," she whispered, a strange mix of relief and anticipation rising within her. From that moment on, Nana stopped thinking about the baby as her own. She no longer felt fear or joy about motherhood. Her thoughts shifted to the money she would receive. She focused on that promise, not the life growing inside her. Months passed. Her belly grew, and the day of delivery finally arrived. Mama Abir was ready. She had already found a buyer eager for a child. When the time came, Nana gave birth to a healthy baby girl. The infant cried loudly, full of life. Mama Abir placed the newborn into Nana's arms. Nana looked down at the tiny face and felt nothing. No love, no bond, no tears. Only the thought of gold coins and glittering jewelry danced in her mind. After breastfeeding the child, Nana silently handed her over to Mama Abir, who took the baby to the buyer. The buyer was pleased and gave Nana her payment, 500 gold coins and shimmering jewelry. As the coins jingled in her pocket and the jewels sparkled in her hands, Nana smiled. She didn't think of the baby she had just given away. All she could feel was the rush of excitement from the wealth she now held. Nana made a decision. This is better than learning a trade, she thought. I can make more money this way. Instead of focusing on skill training, she began planning to get pregnant again. To Nana, having and selling babies was simply a path to wealth, nothing more. It didn't take long. Soon she was pregnant by another man named T, a quiet villager she barely knew. When Nana told him she was expecting, his reaction mirrored Bakari's. That's not my child, Nana, T said, shaking his head. I want nothing to do with it. But Nana didn't feel hurt or abandoned. Instead, she smiled. All she could think about was the profit this baby would bring. Without wasting time, she ran to Mama Abir's hut, her excitement barely contained. Mama, I'm pregnant again, Nana announced, nearly dancing with joy. Mama Abir looked at her with troubled eyes. Nana, you must be careful. Selling babies is not something to take lightly. It can bring deep regret. But Nana brushed her words aside. This is the path I've chosen, Mama. It's the best way for me to make money. Mama Abir sighed, knowing Nana wouldn't be persuaded. So she helped her through the pregnancy, just as before. 9 months later, Nana gave birth to a healthy baby boy. He cried out strongly as he entered the world, but Nana didn't reach for him. She didn't cradle him or shed a tear. The buyers were already waiting. Without hesitation, Nana handed the baby to Mama Abir, who delivered him to the clients. This time, the payment was even greater. 2,000 gold coins and jewelry more dazzling than anything Nana had seen. She was thrilled. She didn't think about the son she had just given away. Her mind was on the shimmering gold, the heavy coins, the sparkle of her growing wealth. She believed she had found the perfect formula for success, and nothing else mattered. Nana's plan worked better than she ever imagined. Each pregnancy brought in more gold, more jewels, more luxury. With each child she sold, her riches grew. Soon she was living like royalty in Biku village. She wore the finest fabrics, draped herself in precious stones, and wanted for nothing. But as Nana's wealth multiplied, so did Mama Abir's worry. One day she sat Nana down, her tone firm. You must stop this, Nana. These are your children, your future. You're selling away your own blood. Nana laughed softly and waved her hand dismissively. Don't worry, Mama. I have many more children inside me. I'm going to keep making money this way, and nothing will stop me. She ignored the warnings. She was too deep into her newfound lifestyle, too enamored with the ease of it all. Back in her home village, her parents were amazed at the wealth she sent. They didn't know where it came from, only that their daughter was doing incredibly well in Biku. By the time Nana decided to return to her village, she had sold 10 children, 10 babies for gold, jewels, and status. Her bags were heavy with treasure. She felt untouchable, unstoppable. She thought only of the admiration she would receive, never of the lives she had traded away. When she arrived home, even her parents didn't recognize her at first. She wore radiant clothes. Her skin glowed and her jewelry sparkled in the sun. The villagers gathered in awe. "Who is that beautiful woman?" they whispered. It was Bola, Nana's childhood friend, who recognized her first. "Nana, is that really you?" she cried, rushing into her arms. Everyone celebrated her return. They admired her transformation, believing she had done incredibly well in Biku. With her wealth, Nana built a grand house for herself and a new luxurious home for her parents. They were proud, still unaware of the true cost of her success. Nana lived alone in her magnificent home, surrounded by gold and comfort. The men of the village were drawn to her beauty and status. Many asked for her hand in marriage, hoping to share in her fortune. But Nana always said no. "I don't need a husband," Nana would say with a confident smile. She was content with her wealth, believing marriage held no value for someone like her. In her eyes, she had everything: beauty, riches, and the admiration of everyone in the village. Her life seemed perfect, and she gave little thought to what her future might hold, or what her fortune might eventually cost her. As the years passed, Nana's parents grew increasingly concerned. Though their daughter was prosperous, she remained unmarried. In their hearts, they believed true fulfillment came not from gold or status, but from family, from a husband and children to share life's journey. One evening, her mother gently told her, "Nana, you have everything, but you're alone. A family brings a different kind of joy, one that riches cannot provide." Her mother's words lingered in Nana's thoughts. For the first time, she wondered if something might indeed be missing from her life. Not long after, Nana met Akin, a wealthy, well-respected man from the village. He was kind, handsome, and deeply admired her. Their bond grew, and soon Akin proposed. Nana accepted, believing marriage would finally complete her picture of happiness. Their wedding was a grand celebration: music, dancing, feasting. The whole village came to witness the union of two seemingly perfect individuals. Nana felt joy and hope as she began this new chapter. But as months turned into years, a shadow crept into her life. She was unable to conceive. 2 years passed, without a child, and Akin's mother grew impatient. Her voice, once warm, turned sharp with judgment. "Why haven't you given us a child yet, Nana? A wife's duty is to bear children." Though Nana tried to remain hopeful, the pressure became unbearable. One day, Akin's mother stormed into their home. "You are barren," she declared. "You can't stay here. My son needs a wife who can give him children." Heartbroken and shamed, Nana packed her belongings and left. The home she once filled with dreams was now just another painful memory. She returned to her house, rich in wealth, but empty in spirit, desperate to find joy. Again, Nana tried to remarry, but word had spread. No man wanted a wife who couldn't bear children. The same villagers who once admired her now whispered behind her back. Then one day, Bakari, the very first man she'd been involved with before her riches came, appeared at her door. "Where is my child, Nana? The one you carried when you left the village?" Nana's heart pounded. She wasn't ready to face the truth. "I lost the baby, Bakari. I had a miscarriage." His eyes narrowed with suspicion, but he left without a word. Soon, 2 more men came, each with the same question. "Where is my child?" To both, Nana gave the same answer. "I lost the baby." But lies have a way of unraveling. A villager who overheard one of her conversations knew the truth. Nana had sold her babies in a distant place called Biku Village, trading her children for gold. The news spread like wildfire. "She didn't lose them," the villager told the men. "She sold them. That's how she got rich." The men returned, this time with a furious crowd at their backs. "Give us back our children," they demanded, "or we will burn down everything you own." Terrified, Nana saw her world collapse. The wealth she had once cherished offered no protection. The respect she commanded had turned to rage. In desperation, she fled to Biku village to find the children she had sold. She sought out Mama Abir, the midwife who had once warned her against this path. "You were warned, Nana," Mama Abir said solemnly. "Now you must face the consequences." "Please," Nana begged, "help me. I must find them. If I don't, everything will be destroyed." With a heavy sigh, Mama Abir handed her a small paper with names and addresses. "These are the people who bought your children, but be warned, they may not return them. And once you leave here, never come back." Nana nodded, clinging to the paper like a lifeline. She traveled far and wide, knocking on doors, pleading with strangers to return the children. But each visit ended in rejection. Some denied ever knowing her. Others refused to give up children they now considered their own. Every door closed deepened Nana's sorrow. Her choices weighed heavily on her soul. When she finally returned to her village, her shame followed. The villagers were waiting, unforgiving. The riches she had once displayed meant nothing now. Her parents were devastated. They blamed themselves for not seeing the signs sooner. Her mother, overwhelmed by grief, passed away, leaving Nana truly alone. In a final act of repentance, Nana gave away all her wealth and her home, but the villagers refused it. "We want nothing from such darkness," they said, determined to make amends. She sold everything and gave the proceeds to the poor. With only a small bag and her sorrow, Nana left the village behind. She settled on its outskirts, far from her former life of luxury. She lived in solitude, reflecting on the choices that had brought her here. The memory of the children she had sold haunted her days. Though she found some measure of inner peace, the loneliness never left her. Her story became a warning. Parents would whisper to their children, "Remember Nana, who traded her future for gold. She had everything, and lost it all because she couldn't see what truly mattered." Nana spent the rest of her days at the village's edge, quiet, forgotten, and filled with regret. In time she understood. True wealth is not found in gold or jewels, but in the love and life we choose to cherish.